Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Denise Masango and I'm here with Self-Care Techniques or slash having grace for yourself. I'm just here to talk about this topic because I believe that quite often when we hear the word self-care, the first thing that comes into mind is taking care of our physical selves. But I also thought that it's really quite important for us to take care of our mental health and ourselves holistically. And I'm just here with just a few tips that I use and I believe in. And just to state that I am not a professional, I'm not a psychologist, and these are just opinions that are based on my experience on life. If you do need advice on how is it that you need to take care of yourself, mental health or physically and spiritually, you can contact a professional for that. Yes. So and also another thing that I'd like to state is the fact that self-care doesn't necessarily means that it's for women only, but it is also just as valuable for men to practice self-care. So it's really quite important. And the first notes that I jot down is you need to be mindful about the thoughts that you have about yourself. This is very important. I cannot stress this enough because wow, it's we are what we think. And if ever you see yourself less or you don't value yourself even in your thoughts, that's how you will perceive yourself, and which is really not a good thing. So it's really important just to be mindful about what is it that you think about yourself when you wake up, So it's really important for you just to put into practice things that will help you just to esteem yourself really highly. And it's really important for you just to even think of yourself highly even while you are embarking on challenges, embarking on things that you feel that, oh my goodness, this is really hard. But just, self-talk yourself, positive self-talk, and just, just for the fact that, just so that you can see yourself, esteem yourself highly, basically. That's about it. And the second thing is it's important for us to meditate and center ourselves. So for me, what I do to meditate and to center myself whenever I feel overwhelmed or whenever I feel like, oh my goodness, I can't do this, whenever I feel that, oh my goodness, this has been a long day, I just take time, and just breathe. Breathe is a thing that we don't actually appreciate quite a lot of time, but just breathing in and out deeply, that is really important. And you just feel that, I am present in this situation, you know what I'm saying, and I can actually overcome this. And what I also do is just I remind myself who God says I am. I read the word, I meditate on the word, and just be able to center myself and just remind myself that, you're a child of God, you're a new creation. So that's really important for you to center yourself and meditating, based on the truth of who God says you are. So that is really important. And the third point is embracing who you are holistically. I think this is something that is really important. There is no one above the other. You are who you are, you know what I'm saying? Those bad traits, whatever it is that you think that is not worthy, you are worthy as you are, and you need to just embrace yourself, your physique, how you are, you know what I'm saying? And embracing who you are is also taking care of yourself, just taking initiative that, I choose to value myself through exercising. This makes me feel good. If you feel that makes you feel good, that you're embracing your physique, you know what I'm saying? You're taking care of that body that God has created, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you feel that spiritually, you know what I'm saying, this is working for me. do that just to embrace who you are, who God has made you to be. You know what I'm saying? Because we cannot be perfect people, and there's this stigma that we have to be perfect people, we have to be like 1, 2 and 3, and it's absolutely lies. You know what I'm saying? Just embrace who you are holistically. Just say, you know what I'm saying, right now I'm feeling sad, and that's absolutely okay. It doesn't mean that determines who you are. Moving on to the next point that I made, it reads, don't define yourself based on a certain thought or experience. Sometimes we feel that if ever I am sad, that's who I am, or if ever I'm in a bad space, I'll be determining myself based on that space. And that's absolutely lies that we are telling ourselves. We shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? You are who God says you are, and you don't need to determine yourself based on a certain thought, based on a certain experience. Just understand that in life you will undergo certain seasons in your life that sometimes we really don't understand, to be honest, and that's absolutely okay. But you know what? You are present in that season, so being present is also quite crucial, but not determining yourself because you're thinking, oh my goodness, ngimubi mina. Why is Bana Ugutu? No, you cannot do that to yourself. You cannot self-sabotage yourself because you're not feeling beautiful at that moment. Doesn't mean that that's who you are. You know what I'm saying? It could be just a thought, you know, and a thought doesn't really mean that all the time it's the truth. It shows how important it is. Just what thoughts you actually give power to. So just choose to also think positively. That is also a self-care technique. Okay, and the last point not the second of last point that I jotted down is show yourself unconditional love. This is really important, just to show ourselves to unconditional love, because we are called to love in any case, and you cannot pour from an empty cup. So it's really crucial that you show yourself unconditional love. You know, in your lowest, just tell yourself, hey, you know, maybe you did that mistake and I really don't understand why you did that, but you know what, I'm gonna love you, I'm gonna embrace who you are. And that's you talking to yourself. That is why self-talk is really important, because you are able to actually look at experiences and be able to reflect that no, that was not that, and that's just the ability that God has given us, and it's a really great thing. It doesn't mean that if ever in the past there's something that you did that you're not proud about, you know, for the fact that you seeing that thing was not good, that is just you trying to make change, you know, in your life. And it doesn't mean that you need to dwell there. We have the ability to change our situations, you know what I'm saying? And at that time, it may not feel like, oh my goodness, I'm doing this great thing. But you know what I'm saying? Be yourself and just think of yourself as the highest thing, and love yourself unconditionally through the seasons. Love yourself through the bad experiences, love yourselves through the mistakes, because we are not perfect, and we will not be perfect, you know. And I believe that everything, how we perceive things, is honestly up to us, and yeah, that's really important. The last point that I jotted down is the fact that we have to have gratitude towards ourselves. You know, I think functioning from a place of being grateful for the experiences, grateful for the mistakes, grateful for learning, grateful for just living life as a whole, a life that God has called us for, is really important. Because if your heart operates from a grateful place, if you're able to perceive the world being grateful, that's what you will receive in return. You will be rewarded with moments that you are grateful for. Just being able to say, you know what I'm saying, I'm great, I don't have 1, 2 and 3, but I'm grateful for this thing that I have. And being grateful, what I really like about being grateful is the fact that you actually, sometimes you feel like there is absolutely nothing that I can be grateful for. But just looking and thinking about what is it that I have actually, you realize, okay, maybe that job that I currently have, that's something for me to be grateful for. Me studying at this time, at this moment, in this university, that's just something that's really great. I understand that, because young chawa, or because module yenzani, but you know what I'm saying, I'm still grateful that I'm here, I'm studying what I want to pursue in my career, and that's just really great. You know what I'm saying? I'm waking up in the morning. Sometimes you don't really have tangible things that you can be grateful for, but it's just the fact that I'm alive, I'm breathing, I am healthy, I can still walk, I can still talk, I see with my eyes, you know what I'm saying? I can touch with my hands. That's just really something to be grateful for. It doesn't mean that you now have to have a Lamborghini for us to be grateful. You know what I'm saying? It's in the little things that builds this grateful heart. And when you have actually greater things, you will be able to just say that, you know what, God, I'm grateful. That is you. Because you were able to say, you know what, God, with this 2 slices, I'm grateful. And so that when you have that box of pizza in front of you, yes, you'll say, you know what, God, I'm grateful for this pizza. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think, and this journey of taking care of yourself, I think something that we think is that it's all a positive, it's all no, but we go down just to get up as well. You know what I'm saying? It's just that ability of knowing, you know what, I don't feel like waking up, but you know what, I'm gonna do this regardless of what is it that I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? And you'll find out, Uguti, that will be your best day of your life. That's how I have perceived some days of my life. I'd be like, for instance, I'll be like, I don't feel like going to church. That was me this morning. Yes, I was like, I don't want to go to church, I feel tired. But you know what, I just woke up and be like, you know what, I'm going to church. And guess what, I had the amazing time. I had a great time at church in the presence of the Lord. So it's really sometimes not about dwelling so much in your feelings, but rather thinking about the truths that God has spoken over your life and what is it that you want out of your life. So that's really important. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or any self-care techniques that you embrace holistically, doesn't have to be physically only, spiritually, or any other way, you can share them with us and in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching my YouTube video. Stay tuned for more, and please don't forget to like, comment, share to your family and friends, and not forgetting to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.